Well, I love the people, and I realize how smart the people are. They get it, and they want to see good things. I mean, they love the country. They want to see great things happen for the country, and that's what's happening. So, you know, I love the people. The crowds have been amazing. We're having 10, 15, 20,000 people at every event, and we've just had a great time. It's been just an amazing time.
All right, that's Donald Trump with his lovely family ringing in the new year from Palm Beach, Florida. And joining us now on the Malzberg panel, first is Ronald Kessler, New York Times bestselling author of The Secrets of the FBI, former reporter for The Washington Post, and Rick Ungar, senior political contributor with Forbes.com and co-host of Steele and Ungar on SiriusXM. Ron, you were at Trump's party. How'd you get the invite, and what was it like?
I've been a friend of Donald's for about 2 decades, ever since I did a book on Palm Beach called The Season. And we've been on his guest list and are glad to be part of the celebration.
Now, we're looking at some very nice pictures of you. It seems like a good time. How would you, I mean, was it like, you know, I know it's a Trump party, so it must have been very, very lavish, but his behavior, I mean, just like he appears, you know, just a regular kind of guy, or what? Or how was he that night?
Yeah, I think as you indicate, everyone senses that his appearance on TV is really acting, and that he's really quite the opposite behind the scenes. He could not have amassed a $10 billion fortune and have 22,500 employees if he were crazy or an idiot, which is what many people think based on seeing him on TV. Norma Forter, his longtime aide, told me there are 2 Donald Trumps. One is the outrageous one who makes provocative comments to get attention to his brand or to his campaign. And then there's the real Donald, who's just the opposite. He's very meticulous, he's very rational, he's very strategic, and that's what he's doing now. He's essentially marketing himself, and when he's the nominee, I think he will broaden his appeal, change his message, and appeal to a much wider audience.
Rick, I note we didn't see the Hillary Clinton Christmas party.
No, and I didn't see the Trump because I wasn't invited. Sadly, I was home watching the football games.
All right, but you know, I think Ron makes a good point about Trump, and it's interesting. We had Daniel Henninger at the top of the show, and he watched the first year of The Apprentice. He got that as a gift for Christmas, and he said what he learned was that, you know, this is Donald. Donald is just extending, like every time he attacks somebody, it's like a new episode, Rick, of The Apprentice. He knows how to do this. But on the other hand, you're a savvy businessman as well. You know, you've done very well in the private sector. So you know that that persona, just that persona that we see in public, couldn't possibly be the only persona he has behind the scenes.
I would take Ron's word for it. I would. He knows him.
Yeah.
But I got to tell you, I think the time has come, if it's true, and as I say, I take him at his word. I'd like to see that part of Donald Trump. I've seen the reality show. It's been very entertaining. It's kind of getting serious at this point, and I think maybe it would be nice if he showed the American people, including me, who he really is, if he is somebody different.
Right,
I'd feel better.
Let's all watch Bill Clinton. He was on the campaign trail today, as promised, and here's some of what he said.
She understands what it takes to keep our country as safe as possible, to stop big bad things from happening and make as many good things happen as possible. When she was Secretary of State, she negotiated those sanctions on Iran and unbelievably got Russia and China to sign off on them. I didn't think she could do that. And they made a difference. Even the people that don't like the Iranian nuclear deal agree the sanctions were.
All right. So, and here's the interesting thing that I want to talk to you about, Ron. He didn't mention Trump at all, and afterward a CNN reporter asked him about Trump, and he wouldn't go there. Did Trump win this? Is Hillary backing off, as Pat Buchanan predicted she would on this show on Wednesday with the whole sexual thing?
Well, I think it's smart of her to ignore it. There's really not much she can do. She would look pathetic if she were trying to counterattack. But in my book, The First Family Detail, I go into Hillary and how nasty she is to Secret Service agents, and the fact that she is simply power hungry. Someone you would never choose as an employee or a friend. Someone who treats other people with contempt, and yet she claims she's going to help the middle class and help those same little people that she
Right.
treats with contempt.
Doesn't add up, Rick.
Well, I promise you, Bill Clinton was told, if nothing else today, do not take the bait on Trump. Don't make today about Trump. Today was about Bill Clinton's first appearance on behalf of his wife up in New Hampshire. The last thing he wanted to do was make it about Trump. He was wise to stay away from it.
All right, Ron, thank you very much, sir. Happy New Year. Thanks for joining us. Rick is going to stick around, and we'll be joined by Noah Rothman. We'll expand the conversation coming up next right here on The Steve Malzberg Show.